Is anyone joining me? Is anyone there? Just give me a little hello if you can see me and hear me okay. A few technical difficulties today, so amongst other things, it's one of those days. So just say hello if you can see me. I'm not sure if I'm even streaming. Hi Jacqueline, so I am streaming then. I'm not sure where it's actually appearing. As I kind of went live, it was saying can't do this, can't do that, So I think I'm just on polka doodles right now, am I? I can't. We can no longer stream into our own group, which is absolutely ridiculous. Thanks, Facebook. So Jacqueline, I hope you're well. Thanks for joining me. It occurred to me Saturday is actually not a great day to be streaming, really, because everyone's busy, aren't they? Everybody's got shopping to do and housework to do and everything else. Have you been crafting today? I'm good, thank you. I've had better days. I was just about half an hour ago, I've put my back out, so I'm actually sitting here in agony. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to kind of go through this. But anyway, we'll try. I'm just conscious that I've not had any lives for about 3 weeks now because I've not been very well again. So I just kind of really wanted to do today, so you have to bear with me. I'm kind of frowning because my back is killing. I was just, one of those stupid things where you just bend down and it goes for no reason. It's ridiculous. Getting old. So we'll just wait for a couple more people to join us. I wonder if I can get. I don't think I can get on Facebook on here. To just see where we're actually streaming. Jacqueline, can you just give me 1 minute? I'm going to be back. I just want to do a quick post into the Facebook group and tell people that we're actually over on the profile page. So I'm just going to do that, but I need to just head to my other computer. Just bear with me. Oh, hi Julie. And who's that? Is that Nettie? Got the wrong glasses on. Cloudy Pembrokeshire. It's sunny here. We've got a village gala going on, so Mr. Doodles and the mother-in-law have gone down there. Hi Maz. But it's a lovely day in between kind of like little showers, I think. Right, okay, now that I know we're working and everything, let's get on. I'm not going to ramble too much. Like I said, I've just done my back in literally half an hour ago, so I'm in a bit of pain, to say the least. So I don't know how long I'm going to be able to sit here for, because I'm sitting on this stool, which is not comfy. I haven't got room to get a chair in or anything. So I don't know how long we're going to go. So I'm just going to go straight on. So anyway, thanks to everyone in on Creating Craft yesterday. Hi Jan, and thanks to everyone that's joining me. I'm not going to name check everyone because I've spent so much time doing that. So I do have all the comments next to me, so if you've got any questions, just shout. And I hope you're all well. Sorry I've not been around for a few weeks. I have actually not been great. I have got a date for my surgery, which is the end of June, and I cannot wait. I tell you, it just can't come soon enough. Anyway, right, let's get on. So we launched, in case you haven't seen, because I've not really had time to or chance to really post anything. I've not done any social yesterday or today because I was just desperately trying to get everything ready for the Creating Craft show yesterday with Dawn. So we have some lovely new releases and some exciting things as well. So a couple of things have sold out on Creating Craft, I think. We've got everything in stock on our website. Hi Wendy, I know I said I wasn't going to name check people, but Wendy's on the team and Maz is on the team too, and Julie. So I just want to say hello to you guys, but hello to everybody that's watching. So let's go. I've just had, the usual camera issues. I had it all set up and then just 5 minutes before I was supposed to come on, which is why I was a bit late, it all just went to pot again. So just bear with me. It's one of those days. Everything seems to be going wrong and I'm really clumsy as well. But didn't sleep much last night, so... Right, so let's have a look. What I have managed to do is I've set up like a little side angle here, look. Look, you can even see my rubbish bin over there. So I thought that was quite interesting. So we'll see how we get on. Let me see if I can get a bit of a clearer camera maybe. That's a bit better camera. My iPhone suddenly shoots in 4K and then all of a sudden it's just gone really strange. So the first thing that I want to do, you may or may not have heard the news already, but I wanted to just show you, because these are limited stock already and we had a massive amount of stock of these and they sold out on the show yesterday. So I want to introduce you to these lovelies. So this is a brand new product, and this is sort of our innovation, if you like. So this is the Craft Spongy. Don't say what Dawn said. She called it something with a K. And for a few years now, I've been trying to find a really good cleaning cloth for my crafts. I'm not going to spend like hours on this. I'm creating craft yesterday and I went so overboard, spent so much time. Anyway, eventually, after a lot of testing and going backwards and forwards, I actually found these, and it's absolutely phenomenal. So this is a sponge, as you can see. It's kind of like, I don't know, I think it's about 5 inches long, and then you've got a cloth here. This is a big cloth. This is like A4. So we call them spongy. They're amazing because they hold 7 times their own weight in water. And when you get it, it comes in a bag. When you open this bag, I'm not going to open this one, but when you open this, it's wet inside, and the cloth is soft and the sponge is soft, okay? When you get this, you need to, I'm going to rave about this, because I honestly think every crafter everywhere needs this product, because it is a game changer for me. I'm so enamoured with it, I can't tell you. So basically, it comes wet. When you open it, I want you just to rinse it out. It's got it's like a cosmetic preservative in the bag to stop it going mouldy. Because obviously, if we're buying in a lot of these, it might be sat on a shelf. It's taken about 3 months since I actually approved the order for us to actually receive it. So it stops it going mouldy in the bag. You need to rinse that preservative out. There are some warning signs on the bag, I'll be quite honest, and it's only because it's got a chemical in it, but it's used in the beauty industry, so it's perfectly safe. But just be aware that we have had to put warnings on the back of the pack, and just rinse the bag out when you're getting rid of it and everything, just to be safe. It's nothing major or anything. Now, when you actually get it, and I'm going to show you my. Let me open this one. Okay. So you can kind of tell by the texture. It's the weirdest kind of fabric. It's so absorbent, it's unbelievable. This is literally like a flat sponge, you can see there. The fantastic thing about this is it is 100%, and I would not say that if it wasn't true, is 100% lint free, okay? And that means that it's not going to stick to anything, and equally, I'm not finding that anything sticks to it either. Let me grab the sponge as well and open that one. Oh. If you hear me a lot of oof, it's because I'm trying to move around with it back. I need to just sit and do nothing. I've just been a bit of a mental few days. So here's the spongy. Now, as you can see, this has ridges on it. So let me just zoom in a little bit if I can. There we go, that's a bit better. So this has ridges on it, but it's very smooth surface. It's very bouncy, and it's quite big. So basically, what this does is it holds 7 times its own weight in water. So I've got some water here in a bowl, and what you'll see is, even though I've just dipped that in there, now I haven't rinsed this one out yet, don't forget. But look, I don't know if you can see, you can maybe see, I don't know if you can see on the overhead, on the side camera there, that this, let me just see if I can make this a bit bigger, so you can see the side zoom as well, get me off there. I don't know if you can see, because it's very sunny in here, but the water just doesn't drip. It drips for a couple of seconds and then it's just there, and this is absolutely soaking wet. So look, it just super absorbent, but it wasn't dripping at all. And it's the same with the sponge as well. So, I've got quite a bit of water in here, but trust me, it is going down. And, it will take 7 times its own water. So look, I don't know if you can see, but it kind of drips when you first pick it up, and then it's just absorbed in. And it's not taking all the water, don't get me wrong, but that's how much has come out, and it's not even dripping. Now, the thing that I've got to say about this is, when it gets dry, it goes really hard. So this is like mega hard and stiff, and it's kind of like a chamois. And but it's not the same material. So it's not leather. It's not the same material. It's a unique material. And basically, all you need to do to reactivate that is you just basically put it back in the water. So I just fill the sink up a little bit, and I just leave it there, and just leave it for 5 minutes. Look, it's already reabsorbing it again, and it's the same with the sponge. So when the sponge gets hard, in here, that'll go. When that dries out, that gets hard as well. So again, just reactivate it. Look, can you see? That's taken almost all the water out there. And if I put the sponge in, it's going to completely take everything. Look. So I've got it back again. So I know it's only a cloth, but the amazing thing about this is that it will be an absolute game changer for you in cleaning up. So anything on your craft mat, it cleans instantly, and more importantly, it's virtually dry straight away. So it's just an incredible thing. So look, this sponge is, I want this to re-soften, because both all mine are hard right now. So just leave with your sponge, just leave it, and it just takes a couple of minutes, but it will completely reactivate itself. So that's the cloth and the sponge, and why I'm raving about it is because it's great for cleaning up stamps, inks. Stencils are incredible. You know how when you're doing a stencil, you actually get things stuck to it, and it catches on the stencil design. So what I'm going to do, just move that out of the way, I want to just show you how good this is. So I'm going to use some clean stamps because it's no good me showing you on dirty stamps. And I don't seem to have, I do have the stencils here. This is a sneak peek of what's coming up. So we haven't got many of these left. It's ridiculous. We'll just have such a big sellout on this yesterday. This sold out completely on Create and Craft. So I've got a distress ink pad. Look, if you just do this. Now, I'm not going to lie, it's going to stain. I've been using this on my VersaFine ink pads, so it's going to stain. It doesn't matter. It doesn't transfer. Look. Look. Can you see how it doesn't actually stick to the stencil at all? One wipe, two wipes, it's done. And the great thing is, not quite dry yet, but literally within a few seconds it kind of dries off really, really quickly. So if you are doing any messy things on here, look at that, it's just instant. And it's exactly the same with the sponge and the cloth. I gave you both options because you'll want both. So this just rinses off, so just rinse it off back in the water, in some water. Now the really great thing, the thing that I really love here, where's a Memento ink pad here? I want to show you on a dark ink pad so that you can see. So look, lots of ink on there. And I like this, well, I like them both for cleaning my stamps, to be honest. The really good thing about this is because it's got the ridges, you can scrub with it. So you can kind of scrub. And look how clean that is instantly. And the really great thing is, trust me, that stamp is dry. Look, it's sticking to my hand. That wouldn't stick to my hand if it was still wet. So it seems to dry the photopolymer really, really quickly. So you can use it, obviously, I've been using it, which is why mine's stained, on some of my more pigmented dye-based inks. So again, look how clean that is. That's all you need to do. And it's lint-free and nothing is sticking off the cloth onto here, which is the problem we always have with whenever we're cleaning stamps. So you can do all sorts with it. You can clean around the house if you wish. I actually have these in my kitchen now. Just don't, you can put it in the washing machine, you can put both in the washer. Just don't use any strong detergents, don't put bleach on it, don't put fabric conditioner on it because it will completely change the properties. Because the thing that's amazing about this is the fact that it absorbs so much liquid and it just holds it, suspends it there. So look, this bowl's completely dry now. And look, my spongy has softened up, so that one's softened. So if you're only using water-based inks, it's only going to come out like this. The reason I didn't get you a black one, which I know would look better on your desk, but what I didn't want to happen was to do this and then pick it up not realising that I had ink all over it and get it all over my hands. So that's why they're a light colour, so you can actually see where the ink is and you can tell when you need to actually rinse your cloth out. So like for instance, I'm gonna look, all that colour's coming out. I had the stain from the black ink anyway because I kind of used it on my VersaFine ink. Anyway, so that's the sponge ink. So amazing. Make sure you get it because you're gonna absolutely love it. Genuinely, people have been buying more than one. and I've literally got about 5 on my desk. I want them everywhere. They're in the house, they're in the bathroom. I'm using them everywhere. So let's get on with something else. We just wipe my desk. Do you know, as well, because it's so easy to clean up, it's actually making me a lot cleaner as well. So we have 2 new sets of products. In fact, we have 3 new products. So we've got some blending brushes in stock. I know you have lots of these anyway, but because I go through so many, I actually wanted these. These are my things, so I wanted these in stock. Nice size, super soft, great price compared to most of the others out there on the market, and I love that the multicoloured stock and colour coordinate. Because I don't know about you, but I'm forever picking up the wrong colour brush and getting the wrong ink. So they're in stock. And then we've also got these really super cute little detail brushes. And what these are great for, they're getting into all the fine detail on your stencils. So they're great for where you've got really small areas. And you can, what I like about these ones is that I've put them in their own little sealable pouch. So you've got somewhere to store these. So, for instance, quiet. Hello, Kate. So look, you can just get some ink, and they're great for getting into little tiny areas. So like there's a little bit there. If I was trying to do it with a bigger brush, I wouldn't be able to kind of get right in. So it enables you to do the little fine details that you would struggle with. I mean, you can still use them on bigger areas as well. But what I do like about these is that I find that they don't catch. So where you've got those little tiny pieces on your stencils, you know, they're not going to catch. So they're really good, and again, a really good price for these as well. We've managed to get those done. So they're in stock. Oh look, I've got to clean the stencil because it's so fast. Look, done 2 swipes and it's done. It's amazing. So the other thing I've got to show you as well, which again, it's not a new product as such. You'll have seen this around before, but we've got ours in stock. So this is our Priscilla. So what this is it's a stamping tool that actually makes stamping a bit easier. So again, I'm kind of like looking for things that help me because my hands are getting bad as I'm kind of getting a bit older and stuff. So the really great thing on here with this is that when you're stamping, if you can't apply a lot of pressure onto your projects, and you find that it's because of that it's a bit difficult to stamp, you know, kind of, and get a good image. I'm just gonna put that onto my stamp platform. Now I don't like using the stamp platform. I don't know what it is. It's just it's not really for me. I use it occasionally. It's great if you are struggling and you kind of you know, don't get, you struggle to get that good image. It's great. But even so, I find that you still have to apply a lot of pressure. And I have very bad wrists these days that I really struggle with. So when I'm when I'm kind of stamping, you know, you're applying your pressure. And as it happens, I've got quite a good image this time. But say for instance, we didn't. Say for instance, we end up like that, where it's not a great image. Oh God, let me just start again. Say you don't ink very well, okay? And you stamp and you've only got half an impression. What you do with this tool, if you've never seen it, it's got a felt pad on the bottom, and what it enables you to do is just rub over the top of your stamp, so without you having to apply any pressure in your wrists at all. So you're just going to rub over the top like that. I don't know whether I had enough ink on here. So look at the difference in the image. I did miss ink on purpose in a couple of places. because it's a particularly juicy ink pad, it's a new one. But it just gives you that extra bit of pressure without it coming from your hands itself. This is why I can't stand this. Oh, such a pain. So, if you can also use it if you are using an acrylic block as well, which is where you have even less pressure, or you might struggle even more, which is what I tend to do. So, you know, pressing that down, I find that most of the time I have to stand up. So just glide over it with the Priscilla. We called it Priscilla. Chris wanted to call it Elvis because he wanted to call it Presley. But look, that was a really good contact on that stamp that time round, and I barely pressed on that at all. It all came from this. So that's the Priscilla. So those 3 tool sets are all in stock and available right now, and I'm very excited that we can finally bring you some tools to play with and use and get crafty with. So let's get rid of that. And I'm going to put my stamp back. Ooh, after I've cleaned it. Ooh, one side. And let's give you a look at all the goodies. So basically, we've got just like that there. Oh, sorry, I'm not in a room every time I move. So we have, if you've not been on the website, a brand new collection called Botanical Bliss. Botanical Bliss. And basically, it comprises of, let me see, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, there you go. Basically, we have 4 brand new collections in one. So we've got this one, which is, I just hurriedly packed that away then. So we have stamps, dies, and layering stencils. So I'm just using these with my Squirrel and Vine storage system. So first of all, let's see what you've got. You have got, I'll zoom back in again. Is this a better zoom? Let's see. No. I don't know why my iPhone's just kind of gone really blurry for some reason. I apologise. It's not. Should be better than this one. Anyway. So these are the stamps. So we've got 4 stamp sets. It's 4 collections. So we have Hydrangea, we've got Dragonflies, Butterflies, and Roses. So this is the Hydrangea ribbon collection. So with this one, you saw me using it a second ago. This is the size of the actual stamps. So you've got this amazing, big, lovely hydrangea. You've got the foliage and the stems to go with it, and you've got this really nice ribbon here. You've then also got the layering stencils that go with it. So, oh sorry, that's the craft iPad. You've got the stencils that go with it. And if I just hold it up, look at what you can create with these stencils. So you can, this is what you'll create if you just use one element all in one go. You can see on the packaging, I've kind of shown you kind of how they lay out. But if you want to double those up, you can get like a really nice big spray. And you've got a slightly larger version here. Now on these, because the layering stencils, on the stencils themselves, you won't be able to see it on the camera, you can just see it. Just see it there, or there in that corner. We've engraved numbers on here. So the way that it works is, in this set you've got 3 stencils. I just wanted to explain to you how this works because they're very difficult to see actually. So this is my first stencil. So it goes 1, they're numbered and lettered. Now one thing that I want to do that I haven't done yet. Why is it you never find what you want when you need it? Want a Sharpie or a Pro Micro or a Copic. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a Sharpie, and as I'm going over, this is what I would do if I were you. I would just literally go scribble over those numbers, and then you can see the numbers better. You can actually see what they are when you kind of have to just go to a side. So for instance, that's 1A, so that's the first one you're going to do. This is 2A and 2B, and then this is 2C. So it's giving you the actual layers within the letters. And then you've got 1B, so that's the second layer that's going to go on top of this one. And then you go on to 3AB1. So that kind of means that that's a foliage. It's so complicated having to do it because we can't fit them all on the stencils. So rather than making, 7, 8 stencils, which you then have to pay a lot of money for, it's easier if we do it on the numbers. So this is 1C on this one. So you go from, that's my first stencil, that's my second stencil, and then the foliage and all the extra elements are on your third one. We'll have actually, we've got lots of videos online on the website for these, and what I'll do is I haven't had time yet, but I will actually upload the key for this so that it's easier for you to see. I'll upload a graphic onto the website so you can actually see which goes where. But they make these gorgeous, gorgeous hydrangea blooms. I don't have any samples to show you. They're all on the website though, so head to the website and have a look, because all the samples are still at the studio. And then obviously we've got the gorgeous outline dies as well. We haven't had dies for ages. So we've got the outline dies that you're going to be able to use with your stamps or with your stencils as well. And don't forget that your stenciling, you can do these without the stamps, so you can get that no lines technique going on as well, which is just absolutely stunning. So please head to the website, have a look. There's a big gallery on every single product, and there's videos on there for every single product. So that's the Hydrangea ribbon set, which is just lovely. I love that one. I think it actually might be I don't know if it's my favourite. I try not to have favourites, but anyway. Then we also have the Daisy Dragonfly. So this one basically is this gorgeous daisy here. You get the second one, and you've got a lovely dragonfly. You've got some words in there as well. And again, just to take you through. So you've got the dies that all match as well. So you can see they're much bigger than they look on the packaging. So here's your actual designs. So these make gorgeous flowers. This dragonfly is really nice. And then also you've then got your stencils that you're going to use to colour these in. Use my scruffy stamps. So you've got the stencils here. This one's actually got 2 stencils in. You can see that you can create these really lovely, and these are layered stencils, don't forget, so you can create these lovely effects. So again, look at how you can use those. So you can just get the stencils and you can create this on its own, or use it in combination with the stamps and the dies as well. Completely up to you. So that's the Daisy Dragonfly. It feels weird not being able to show you any samples. It's bad planning on my part. Then we've also got the Daisy Butterfly. And the difference here with this one is that you've got this nice big 3 blooms in one stem. And then you've got this gorgeous butterfly here and this lovely bee as well, and a few words again, and a little leaf. And again, you can see that that's actually quite a sizable stamp. That's 1 card and done. You barely need anything, you can put butterfly on it and that's it, you're done. You don't need anything else on there. So, and again, you've got your dies that are going to cut that out. And again, you've got your stencils. So 3 stencils again this time. Again, all numbered and engraved. So it's easy for you to follow. So just watch out if by the time you get these, I'll have the videos uploaded for the stencils so you can follow it, just in case you get lost. But sometimes it can be a bit tricky following the layering stencils. So, and then the last collection, I mean, these are just gorgeous. I love this collection. It's one of my favourites. And if you got the Mixed Blooms collection from last year, this actually coordinates with it. So you'll be able to, all the flowers are a similar size and you'll be able to coordinate. So here we are with the Radiant Roses. This is gorgeous. Actually, I think this is my favourite. So you can make, this is the main one that you're going to create, but then you have these extra elements, like you've got a little rosebud on there that you can then add and create like a spray. You could create a bouquet. You could imagine if you did 2 or 3, you could mix and match all of these and create an actual bouquet as well, which was kind of what my thinking was behind it. So you could have that mixed bouquet, and we've even given you that ribbon on the hydrangea, so you could tie the bouquet together in the middle, which is really lovely. So just so you can see those roses a bit clearer. So that's with using the 3 layering stencils. And again, you can see here that I've kind of shown you how they work together. And again, on the back, you can kind of see the layers. But like I said, just try and ink over these numbers in the stencil, because it will make your life a bit easier if you can see them a bit better. And then again, you've got the stamps here. And again, you know, nice big chunky roses. These are kind of like a good 2–2.5 inches. So, and it's up to you whether you put the stem on. You know, so, and the reason I do this is so that you decide if you want a stem or not. You don't have to cut things, you know, so it makes it easier. And with having the dies, you know, all of this works together. You can use these stems for the other flowers if you want. You know, add these in with your hydrangeas. You've got a stem in the hydrangea anyway. But, you know, I like this one with a little V on it, because that means that you can put multiple things on. You've got the little tiny rosebuds and the bigger one here. So that is our 4 collections. So shall we? Oh, we've got a little bit of time left. Hello, Rachel. How lovely to see you. Right, we've got a little bit of time. So, excuse me. Right, I'm going to just do a stencil. I felt like they didn't really show much of the collection yesterday. They were going on about the sponge a lot. Right, let me see if I can zoom in a bit more. Here. Try and get my paper in the middle. Over me. Oh, wrong one. Where am I? Sorry, just bear with me. Why is it going to there? I'll just go here. Oh, it's not letting me zoom now. Oh, that's as far as I'm going to get. Sorry guys, it's not letting me do it. I don't know what happens with this camera. It's literally as if as soon as you go live, it decides not to play. So, let me get some inks. Bear with me. I'm going to just use my little colour chart here. God, sorry, I don't mean to be puffing and puffing. I'm just trying to twist. Oh. Okay. See what we do. So on this one, you can see I've kind of like put a bit of ink already on the roses. So I've got 1A, 2A, so that's your second one. I've got 1, then you go to 1C. Sorry, you go 1A, you're then looking for 1B, which must be on another stencil. Where's 1B? Oh, there, sorry. 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. Okay, so that's your 4 layers, and this is it's actually a number on the bottom of the stencil here. You can't see it, but it is engraved there. I'll try and get these engraved a bit deeper next time if I can. So this is stencil 1, and then you've got stencil 2, and then stencil 3. So there is a number at the bottom of each one. So you go through the number 1s first, so go 1, A, B, C, D, E, whatever. Then you move on to 2, 2A, B, C, D, E. Then you've got 3, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, I, and then it moves on to 4. So there is a system there, you just might not realise it at first. Right, so let's get on. So, stencil 1. I'm just going to take this down a bit because you know what I'm like. And what should we use? I'm going to just use picture raspberry, I think, and we'll just go with it. Look, a nice new brush. So I'm just going to not put a lot of ink on. So 1A to start with. And you know what, I'm going to actually, I think I might use my little, now that I've got them, I'm going to use my little brushes. So I love these. I've been wanting these for so, I've been waiting and waiting for these. So obviously, we haven't got holes to hold these in place or anything like that. Let me just get that out of the way. So you are going to have to position these. So that was 1A. Oh look, and I've done it backwards. What an idiot. I told you, it's been one of those days. But look, it doesn't matter, look, I can just wipe my stencil. And it's pretty much dry straight away. So let's start again, shall we? Because I'm not concentrating. Honestly, it's just such a bad day. I had about 3 hours sleep, if that, last night. I've got a headache, and then I've done my back in. And I'm really clumsy today for some reason. So, 1A, okay? And this is why these little brushes are so good, because there's some little tiny bits in here. So 1A, then I'm going to go to 1B, which is this one here, and you just need to position it, but you can see where you need to go. And don't forget that the idea with these is that, you know, it gives you a bit of a watercolour look, so they're quite fluid, so you can see that. So you'll find that there's like little lines and things, and it's there on purpose. It's because I kind of wanted you to be able to achieve that kind of watercolour feel as well. Still got plenty of ink on my brush, but I'm going to go, this is what I love, so I can actually go much darker in some areas because my brush is a lot smaller, and I can actually push that out from the centre there and blend it out. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's so nice. That's actually the nicest one I've done. Look at that, how lovely is that? Just look, and do you know what? It would look lovely. You could almost, you could almost leave that as it is. Right, I'm going to go to 1D, not One Direction, 1D stencils. These are very forgiving, so don't worry too much about whether you've got it lined up properly or not. And just, you know, try and get some light and dark areas going if you can. Obviously it's up to you how you want to do it. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. And what I love, because I kind of like, you see how here there's like some area that's not coloured in there. That's kind of there on purpose, so it gives you that really, really soft look to them. Now, where's my green? Oh, I should have got all my ink pads out, shouldn't I? Really? I'll get my green out. I need 2 greens. Ugh. I really should be more prepared. Forgive me. Where's my greens gone? Weird. Sorry for taking so long. So that was 1D. So we're gonna go to, we need some foliage. So I'm gonna just pick some foliage out. In fact, let's just carry on. Let's carry on and go through the actual stencil rather than me trying to kind of make it up as I go along. So this is 2A. And we've got, oops. And what I love about them being like this is that you can decide and position them where you want the flowers to be, so they're not structured. You know, some stencils where you kind of have to, you know, you've got to line them all up with like little pegs and things. They're great, but you're then restricted really on what you can do with them, because unless you don't line them up, and very often they're not actually labelled. So now I need a bit of green at the bottom. Oh no, sorry, I'm lying. So that was 2C. I'm going to go, sorry, it's because I'm concentrating and it's one of those things. Let's get some, this little detail brush is allowing me to get right in there to the detail. Oh, so pretty. And then here we do actually have a bit of foliage there, which is just the leaves underneath that bud. So I'm going to go, that was what I was looking for before. Let's go in there and put that in as well. But what I was trying to say was that by them being separate, you can decide where you want them to go. So that's stencil 1 done. Let's go on to stencil 2. So we've got 3A now. Yeah, 3A. So this is going to give us another rose. Okay. Let's go for it here. So 3A, 3B. Where's that fit? I think that fits there. If you come across a bit and you're not sure where it goes, like I said, you can have a look on the packaging. There's some packaging on. So try and see where that bit goes. It kind of goes around there somewhere. I might just skip that one and see if I can match up anything, any of the other bits. Bear with me. Once you've done it once, you kind of get it, but it's just finding that first area. I think it goes like that. Let's put it in there, and then we've got something to work with. So that's 3B. Then we've got 3C, which I think goes there. 3C. 3D, it'll start to build up. There, I think. Oops. 3D, 3E. Where's that on my thing? there, more around here, that's it, I'm in the right place. I think I've gone wrong somewhere. Oh there, look. I'm following it. I might have gone wrong, but it's okay because it's quite forgiving, we'll be able to go back. I think once you've done it once, you'll kind of pick it up for the third one, for the next one. So that's 3E, 3F, that's going to be, I think I put that other one in the wrong place, but anyway, never mind. I think 3F is going to be here. And you can go as bright as you like. 3F, 3G, yeah, I've got it now. So it was just that one in the middle where I went wrong for some reason, not sure where. We'll see where I should have gone. 3G, 3H is there. And I'm actually overlapping here with the first rows, but it'll be okay, it'll come together. HI, that's there in that section. And then we've got J. Where does J go? It's where I've gone wrong somewhere. Well, that's the last one, J. So let's put that in there. It's my fault, I've gone wrong somewhere. This is why I wanted to make sure that I do put, that should clearly be in the middle, the one where I went wrong. And you can see, you can still go back in and make it correct there. I missed it, didn't I? I missed it out, that's why I can't line anything up, because I've missed one out. Okay, there you go. Got there in the end. That was me being a bit of a wally. And then if you wanted to, just if you find that you've got like a little bit too much white in the middle, just go spun ink back over it. So now we've got just our foliage to do. So I'm going to use these nice stems here. So I'm going to first put a little bit of stem there from that bud. I want to join that in, and then we'll go, which one, let me see. See, this is the thing, you have the choice. And don't forget you can turn these over as well and it'll work as well. So let's do this one. And we'll create a little branch here as well. Just make that join onto there. And then let's do our leaves. So the leaves are quite easy and you don't really need to worry too much about the numbering with the leaves. It's quite sort of self-explanatory. So you've got your leaves going on, and there's a few different ones as well. So and we'll put some leaves up in the top there, so it's going behind. So you're actually building a picture. So it's kind of taking layering stencils to another level, really, because you know you're in control of what you want to do with it, rather than, like I say, rather than having to follow all those dots and not being able to do your own thing, which you know kind of you know just opens out the possibilities you've got. So these have got like an extra shadow layer in the centre. The stencil's getting a bit inky, so I can't see. And this is where these little detail brushes are a must-have, because you just really can pick up the detail. A bit wrong there. Let's do maybe a double one. And then each leaf has its own sort of shadow as well. So for the centre. and even this one. So obviously I'm doing this with quite pale colours and it's quite bright today. So, but don't worry, because you'll be able to do it. It'll be fine. So there's even like this little rosebud there, and I'm just going to blend that in. And I might actually put a couple more of those in. That's really pretty. Let's do another one over here. I'm a bit in love with that. Sorry you can't see it perfectly because I can't quite zoom in. I've just realised I'm not the project's off the page. Paper. So I think that's kind of okay. I think I need just to join that up because I've got a random leaf there that isn't joined on, so I'm just going to join that on. There, how pretty is that? Isn't that pretty? Look at these up here. Love these. Aren't they cute? So very kind of watercolory, very soft. Obviously it'll change depending on what inks you use, what colours you use and everything else. Now one thing that I do want to do, I've been itching to do this. I'm going to do it from here. So I'm going to just spritz some water. And let's just get a little bit of movement going on in that. Oh, it's so nice. Isn't that pretty? Just love it with water added. And you know what's a really great thing? If you do that and you kind of feel like you've got too much water on, go in with your spongy and it'll actually absorb the water so it doesn't move too far. Look, it's just all coming off onto my sponge. This is actually onto my cloth. This is actually a clean cloth. It's just stained. It's not actually transferring. Look, it's not transferring any of that ink back because it kind of holds onto it all. Look at that now. Isn't that pretty? You know what you could do? This is good. I've not thought about this before, but this is good for drying off your projects faster. So look, what would be really nice now with that? Let me just go around that. If you wanted to, I hadn't planned this demo at all, so I must confess. So, if you wanted to, look, if we just go in with the same colour ink pad, so I'm using Picked Raspberry, and then look, you could, which is the right one, I think that's the top one. Just going to press that in. I'm not going to, don't want to use my presser that much. And then the bottom one. And then we'll just soften this back again. This time I'm going to just spray from a bit further. I might have ruined it now. So just what you can do, go back in the cloth. Gives such a soft feel. Just highlights that a little bit more so you can just kind of see a little bit easier where, can you see how you've got lines in there as well now? But just using the cloth to take it off just makes it so much nicer. Isn't that pretty? Now what I want to show you as well, just before we go, I can't sit here much longer, I'm sorry. I wanted to do a 2-hour live today, but Honestly, I'm in agony. So what I thought I'd do is just show you how the final stamps, dies, stencils work together in a different way. So let me just grab a bit of paper so I can see better. So I'm going to take those roses again, so the ones we've just literally just used, and I've got some little bits here that I've already die cut and stenciled. So this is then when you use them with stamps. So we've got all the stems, we've got, you know, you could, like I said, you could make like little bouquets here. You could put those there. You've got, I mean, I've only just done one of each of these. Don't forgive me, I'm really clumsy today. It's my medication, it gives me like side effects and makes me clumsy. So that one, let's put that bit up there, behind there. Goodness, Jesus. Might have more look. Sorry for all the huffing and puffing. It's just, I feel like such a drama queen. Okay, so that's better. So look, I can get in. So, you know, then you can build your own little pictures, your own little compositions with your dies and stencils. How pretty is that? You can just imagine that on a card, can't you? It's just stunning and very, very easy to do. And I have to say that the stenciling is much easier, obviously, when you're following the stamps, because you're following the actual outline of the stamps. It's just tricky when you're going kind of free form on that. So, you know, I don't want to kind of put you off those stencils in any way, because I was making a bit of a mess of it. So that's the rose. Let's go with the, let me see. I need to try and get the right sets for you so that I'm not giving you the wrong things. God, how can I get my desk in such a tip straight away? Alright. Daisy Dragonfly. Oops. So this is your Daisy Dragonfly. Obviously, you can make a composition with this. I'm using some stems because don't forget you've got stems in here, so you can double things up. Then you've got a dragonfly in there. You could add leaves. And these ones go with that. So that's your Daisy Dragonfly set. And you've got sentiments on there as well. The more you cut, the more obviously you can make with them. And then let's I just noticed my camera, the side camera thing. I think it went off. I think my battery's gone. So this is the Daisy Butterfly set. And that one also has a bee. Isn't that pretty? Aren't these gorgeous? I think these are stunning. I absolutely love these. So let's bring them down there. I'm going to just zoom out a little bit. There you go, you can see what I'm doing now. Okay. I mean, they're a real wow, I think. I think they really, really pop. So then we've got the Hydrangea. Excuse me. And I did actually steal that from over there. So the Hydrangea, you've got different foliage on here. Oh, I think that belonged over there, never mind. Mix and match, it doesn't matter. I'd maybe go a bit greener. This is a bit of a yellowy green. I think I would go more of a bluey green. The Hydrangea. Gosh, I just can't even pick things up. There we go. I don't like that one there. That's the wrong leaf. That belongs with your Daisy Dragonfly over there somewhere. So this one, Hydrangeas kind of have little leaves that come out like that. And then you've got a really cute little leaf here, petal, as well as like an extra. And you've even got a little one that goes up there. move this, you know, overlap your hydrangea, it can make it look a little bit more realistic. And then look, we've got a little bow to tie it in the middle. Aren't they lovely? I think they're just absolutely gorgeous. You can obviously look what happens if we then take that over onto the roses. That would also work really perfectly as well. So you've got different stems, so interchange them if you're going for the whole set. On the website, these are all available individually, or you can, I've done them into a bundle, so you've got the hydrangea stamp, stencil and dies together, so you're getting more value from it that way. But use these really nice bright colours. This was all done with Distress inks, so just, you know, apply those inks, or if you want to, don't forget, you can just go for the stencils only and get this really lovely watercolour feel. Really bled a lot now. In fact, what I would do now is I would go back over, to be honest, and kind of do it again. So it might be an idea to actually just blend a bit of ink, like the pink, but you just a very, very light wash, spritz it, and then do stenciling over the top. Do you know what I mean? I'm just going to like show you what I mean by that. So just grab these again. So if we go back to 1A, and because I've stamped now, it's actually a lot easier to see. Let me just zoom back in. You see what I mean? So you could go back in. Where's 1B? 1B is... This is the one I couldn't find last time. Where is it? Oh, it's there. It's meant to go there. Oh, yeah. Let's see. And it just enables you to kind of get a bit more definition. Wow. And then D. And obviously, you could do whatever colour you want. You know, you could go over and... Ooh, look at the depth there. Oh, I've got to do that on the next one as well now, because this is really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go with the outer ones first this time, because it's going to show me. I've still not got much of a stamped image on this one, which was what I was missing last time. Let's go there. I'm going to try that one first, so I can see that one better. Yeah. That one. Where does that one go? In there. I don't know where 1A goes. I've messed it up so much now, I think there's kind of like G goes there. Like I say, I'll do a proper video for this. You can see I'm following where. And then I think this one is up here somewhere. And there's one last little bit here, so where's that? There. Oh God. And then also, if we then go in with our leaves, there's the foliage stencil on there. So then we could come back and we could again just go back over. I mean, obviously you don't have to do this, it's just me wanting to which is annoying because I would have gone a darker green would be better with this one. I'll tell you which one looks really nice with it, which was what I was looking for, was the Rustic Wilderness. If you've got that one. I don't do that too much. Just get a bit of definition. Just following. But anyway, you get the idea. So really bright colours there. So you can, I mean, this one here is really lovely. This one not so much because this is the one that's starting to look more like a peony because I kept going over it. But anyway, that's those. So, let me see, Julie, let's try the Daisy Dragonfly set. Yeah, it's really pretty. Thank you for ordering those. So, I'm going to go and sit and try and unknot my back. As I said, I will do the stencil videos. I'll try and get those done tomorrow. I'm not going to do them today. I'm going to try and get them done tomorrow for you. So that you've got something to follow by the time you get these home, and then it won't be too overwhelming for you. So I'm back here. Any comments? It's been quite quiet today. I think there's a lot going on today, isn't there? He's just got back from the village gala, no doubt full of burgers and sausages and God knows what. So thank you for joining. Thanks to the lovelies from the design team. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope it stays nice. It's sunny here. We haven't had any rain actually. So I hope it stays really lovely. Jacqueline, thanks for joining me as usual. I think you're our #1 fan and I really appreciate you always tuning into the lives and following us. It really means a lot to us and to anyone else that's following as well. So thank you so much everyone. And I will try and get back with another live, if I'm okay, middle of this week. So Wednesday, I think. I don't know. Can't remember now. Wednesday. So we'll try and get another live done, and I'll come up with a proper project. It was just all a bit hectic today. And like I say, I'll get those videos loaded to the website. I'll put them on every stencil product, but I'll also put them into the gallery as well as tutorials, and they'll be on YouTube. Yeah, that's it. I think that's all I've got to say. So I hope you love the collection as much as I do. Don't forget to get your sponges because they're nearly all gone. We have reordered them, but it's going to take a couple of months to get them back. So don't miss out on those because there's not many left. And I will see you all again soon. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.